Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of The Last Door. We are going to continue on from episode 1 into episode 2. Nostalgic music. I hope you feel nostalgic. Previously on The Last Door. Jeremiah David receives a mysterious letter from his childhood friend, Anthony Beechworth. He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife, Anna Beechworth. David faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend, who committed suicide. Anthony's final letter warns David of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years back. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Okay. So, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us each day our daily bread. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. It's not the version I've heard, but okay. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Okay. I think we can safely skip this. It's the same thing. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Oh my god. We've regressed even further in the graphic department. Now we don't even have color. Playing this on a 4K monitor is really something special. Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me. What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. Uh-huh. I don't know what's going on. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1. 2. 3. Now wake up. Wake up. You can rest now, Mr. David. That'll be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I am confident that this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I've ever heard. Inside a complete darkness, where an evil dwells deep below. A forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear is already awoken. I can understand why you are disturbed, Mr. David. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it would help, Doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife Anna die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words a result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter, you wrote that someone awaits me. A warning to ward me from a genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity? Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easily again until I go back to that boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. Oh, we're traveling. Episode 2, Memories. Okay. Oh, and we got some cicadas. The angel Gabriel, the school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off of the fountain. Take that, stone eagle. Sir, these rooms are private. Oh, it's a woman. That's a nun. Pardon. Excuse me, sister? Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. Devitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. Devitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago, and is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to... Mr. Devitt, I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there is little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly, but you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. Devitt? This place will help me remember. This place will help me remember my past. If you have memory problems, I would recommend you to visit a doctor immediately, and don't waste your time here. I guess that it would be a good idea to visit this place again and perceive the passage of time. Perceive the passage of time? What are you talking about? To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important for me, but it is. A lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. Devitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope I won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. Take off that top hat and let's get to business. Here we go now. Among the baggages, I can see a packet of letters bound by twine. I'd ask you to not touch my belongings, please. You're not aware who you are talking to. I'm sorry. Doctor. I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind. He's been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinge, and this is my brother, Matthew. Juliet, why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters. You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago. My poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Vinge. I hope he recovers. Thank you. Some bandages and other medical equipment, nothing of interest. I'll be the judge of that. Photographs of people, most likely family and friends of this bed's previous resident. A magazine entitled Weird Tales. Nice. That's the book that, the magazine, I guess, that Lovecraft sold a few tales to while he was alive. Are you alright, madam? There was a rhythmic sound, like a breathing. What do you mean? It was last night. I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough, like tree bark, brushed against my leg. I saw something on the wall, like a growing shadow. I hit the lamp and there was nothing. I'm sure it was just a nightmare. Madam? The poor woman has fallen into an uneasy, fitful sleep. He's quite a pale young boy. He is asleep. Okay. There are several crucifixes all together at the headboard of this bed. Why? Please, someone. Piety. I'm sorry, you cannot be here. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there next to the statue of Our Lady. Don't you think she is beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. The gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful, if that is possible. Picture of the Virgin Mary gazing at you, supposedly to portray a sympathy and compassion for you. However, she seems to look more pained and sorrowful here. I unlocked the door. Hey! Hey! Look at this. Look at this guy. Good evening. I hope you're alright, and this turns out to be indeed a good evening. My name is Devitt. I did not know there was a graveyard here. My pleasure, Mr. Devitt. I'm Frank Baldwin. Ah, the final Baldwin brother. Do not ask me why, but Monsignor specifically ordered to bury the corpses here. Why? Did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I do not understand. What is there to understand, Mr. Devitt? God has forsaken this place. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening. So once you hear God has left this place, alright, I'm gonna let you get back to your thing. Okay, recently dug grave. Small group of graves has been haphazardly arranged. Oh my god, we go all the way down here. Piece of old fishing net. Hell yeah. Many years adrift have perfectly smoothed this flotsam into a small log. It could be flotsam, flotsam, I don't know. I'm not a nautical man. Okay, well, we picked up some goodies. A locked wood coffin, badly finished. It seems that whoever made it was a bit rushed to finish. Let's see. I remember that we used to keep here some textbooks. Now there's a music box. Yoink. Dear brother, I have received your letter and I'll try to write you more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with fever and I do not feel very well, but I am on medication. Today is my birthday and I am feeling blue. It is a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mum is going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Write back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you are doing, what you are learning, how is Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. Okay. January 15th, 1876. Father Ernest seemed unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favorite class, theology. January 18th, 1876. Today, Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it, and even Devitt was admonished just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire toward me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks. January 21st, 1876. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of his lecture, he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. January 22nd, 1876. Father Eugene taught our theology class today, even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest. When we asked him what had happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he had taken ill. What worries me is that now Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. February 20th, 1876. It has been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We are told that he is still sick, but if he is so ill, then why hasn't I got an achievement. Explorer of the Occult. If he is so ill, then why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I have taken upon myself to read on my own. I hope this helps, as I must succeed in spite of the problems happening around us. February 23rd, 1876. It was announced this morning that the school is to close. None of us know why, and we cannot get a straight answer from the faculty. They each dodged the question, and I am starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palpable, though they try to hide it behind a calm face. But what about Father Ernest? I hear he alone is to remain after we vacate the premises. There is a picture in the diary. It is the photograph of my graduating class. I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I do not remember the names of the others. One face has been completely scratched out. Books on these shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. Oh, we gotta read all these again. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. There is an odd sentence written on the board. In death, there is hope. In death, there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It looks like it has been there for years, as the chalk has faded in some places. Okay. Just loop around here. And what about over here? Those rooms are private. But not up here. A dusty old tapestry of the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus in her arms. Syringe next to a flask with a label that reads morphine. Take that shit. What are you doing? An old mirror that hardly reflects. One of the humble beds where the nuns sleep. On the upper shelf of the antique cupboard, a well-worn Bible and rosary beads gather dust. Good evening, sister. Sister? All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, for something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? The Lord works in mysterious ways, sister. Certainly, yes, but I don't ask for much. Just something to go on, a path to follow. Can't go on, not like this. Excuse me, sir. Okay. Worn out and faded tapestry of Jesus Christ. Another tapestry, though I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here. What? Use a log on it. Wooden stick is not sharp enough to cut the tapestry. I mean, do you have to cut it? Can't you just pull it down? Who knows? The old rusty pipes communicates with other areas in the house. A broken mirror. There's a protruding piece. That'll cut. That'll cut nicely. There's a puddle in the shower hole with something shining under the grating. I cannot see it properly. You want me to net it up? You want me to stone it up? I don't know. Some old towels. Well, let's cut this thing up. Mirror chunk is sharp, but too weak to cut the tapestry. It might break. Okay, put it in the net, in the log. Mirror is too thick to pin into the wood, and it also seems fragile. I could break it if I force it. Are you kidding me? Okay, we're missing something. Did this nun kill herself yet? No. Okay, well, we're missing a piece of the puzzle. Did you say that you cared for patients? Of course, Mr. Devitt. We tend to both the physical and spiritual needs of those in our care. Did you say that Monsignor already lived here when this venue still was a boarding school? Indeed, he still was a priest and professor before he became Monsignor and started to lead this place. Could I talk to Monsignor? I'm afraid that's impossible. Monsignor has left strict instructions that he not be disturbed, not even by any of the sisters. Who is Mr. Baldwin? Monsignor instructed me to take him on as caretaker. Many of the sisters find him a bit strange, but he performs his work well and complains little. Mother Elizabeth, Mr. Baldwin told me that lately a lot of patients are dying. What is happening? Sadly, the Lord is taking many of these unfortunate souls. Thank you, Mother. I'll leave you with your duties. It actually said, I'll leave you with you duties, but... You duties. Time goes very slowly in this place, as if stop. Please let us rest. Beat her over the head with this log. Wait, hold on, what? Wooden stick is too thick to use it for winding the music box. I would need something thinner. Okay. I don't think any of the things I have work together. Yeah, I need to get into her bag, but I don't know how to get rid of her. I don't think it'll let me beat her over the head. And the music box is worthless until we get it open. Something about piety. That leads outside. This leads into this room. I don't think there was anything else to do here. I don't think so. No. Who's the Monsignor, Mr. Baldwin? Cannot rightly say. After all these years, I have never seen the man. Who knows? Maybe he does not exist. But Mother Elizabeth told me that Monsignor specifically requested your hiring by letter. I am flattered my reputation precedes me, but I still cannot tell you anything else about the man. Okay. I don't think there was really anything else in this direction. It was just... I got the couple things. Oh, the mailbox. Yoink. There's a postcard inside the mailbox. Dear Matthew, it has been several months and I've heard no news from you. My brothers insisted you have abandoned me, but I am sure you remain true. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and the honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London, and pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will always be waiting for you. I will be always waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. Well, let's go give this dude this letter. Think I need hints for this game? I know what I'm doing. Mr. Vinge, I think this letter's addressed to you. Oh, thank you. Leave it with me if you'd be so kind. As you can see, my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see what was written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you are recovering. I wish that your beloved sister and you come back home soon. She's 9. Miss Vinge is making up the letter's contents. God, maybe she's distracted though. Get that shit. Yeah. Letters. Give him the letters. My letters. All the letters I wrote to dear Juliet. You never posted them. But why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refused to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family's status. It was for your sake I did this. I did it to protect you from that woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you anymore, Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth, you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I who have stayed by your side all through your illness? Very well, Matthew. You'll have your way. I will leave you, and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. Thanks be to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please take this coin as token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it serves you better than it has myself. Hey, lucky coin in the music box. It's wound. It's wound. What are we doing with it? Why would we need music? You need music? Let me wind it up for you. Boom. No, you don't care about music. Who likes music? Mr. Baldwin? Billy Baldwin? Not in here. I guess we'll try it on him, although I don't know where I would have gotten a clue to do it. And that tells me baloney. Nope, he's got no interest in a music box. That leaves the lady upstairs and the lady at the front desk. Nope. Maybe this will restore her faith in God. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, what a beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path then. Oh, may God bless you, for you have given me the sign I was looking for. Oh my God, it did restore her faith in God. Jesus. Jesus Christ. A lot of dry leaves have accumulated in a hole of this old rusty pipe. They are blocking the water stream. Log to the rescue. I think that would be useless. I think you're useless. What? Net? Cannot place it in it. Is full. Well then. Oh, just okay. Just remove them. There you go. Now use this. Blunted the sharp edges of the pipe. Now I need not fear being cut. Okay. Now use it. The net should catch anything coming down the pipe. Okay. If some object happened to pass through here, I think it would stay caught in the net. Oh, okay. So now we can go over to the pipes and push it through or something. Kind of wild, but alright. Alright. Use a log. Damn it. Use a mirror. Just smash on it. I can already open the tab with no risk of losing the shiny object. Good. There you go. Alrighty. We're already, like, over the time from the first episode. So they're gonna get a little bit longer. And that has caught the shiny object. Yoink. Oh, look at this. A teardrop. To do what? I don't know. Maybe it'll cut the tapestry. Here doesn't work to cut the tapestry. Why not? Damn it. What the hell is this for? Okay, so we still have the lady at the front desk and maybe some patients that we can mess with. Do you want this? No. You want this? No. Here. No. Shit. What? I don't even know what this is. What is a teardrop? Damn. You know, you just gotta think like a point-and-click adventure designer. I guess. Beat him over the head. No. Okay, that's not it. Boy, what else is there? Did I put it with this boy? No. Do you want this? No. Yep. You are not allowed to get in there. Why not? Damn you. What am I missing? Take the morphine and stab the lady downstairs with it. Shit! I'm at a loss for words. Cut the towels. Stab the mirror. Teardrop. I'll wind up the music box and use it with this. Nope. Use a log. Flood the pipes. Flood everything. Flood the building. Only a puddle of water. Shit, man. What is a teardrop? No idea. Don't know what to do with the things I have. I must be missing something basic, or I don't know. Something I didn't click on, or... This dude wants piety. Does that even mean? Take the books. Give him the books. This room is shit. Nothing going on here. But there's nothing going on outside. I mean, maybe I missed something on the beach? But it somehow looks very inviting. I wonder how many poor souls have jumped from it. Oh, look at this. Nun's habit and walking stick. These no doubt belong to the nun I spoke to by the window, but where did she go? Oh, she killed herself. I got an achievement. The Departed. Okay, so I can't actually take these things. It's just the little... The Lost Pilgrim, a C-stack older students at the school used to climb. Somewhere up there are my initials. Leave the teardrop here. No. So, okay, you're not even supposed to, like, come here again, because that's an that's achievement worthy. Man, I'm at a loss. I don't think there's anything else to do outside, so we can probably rule that out. Club her over the head. Cut her with the mirror. Give her a lucky coin. Maybe if I'm just really insistent. No. Break the mirror. Teardrop the mirror. I don't think there's anything in this room. From this vantage point, I can see the roofs of Aberdeen beyond that copse of trees. Oh, copse. Yeah, that word never gets used. If it's not anything in that room and it's not in the water room, then it's not on the second floor. Like, he can't just, like, lift the tapestry or something. He has to cut it down. Jesus. He can't shift it out of the way. Nothing. So, well, with all that, we've really ruled out everything except this big room. I just have no idea what they want me to do here. Like, why does this chick now want to wake up? Even if I slit her throat, she won't wake up. Use every item on every person. Doesn't do a damn thing. I don't know what that log is even for. Why did I pick that up? Use everything on everyone. No. Fuck. What is it about this room? Is it even in this room? I don't know. That's a stumper. We were flowing along just fine up until this point, but I am stumped. I feel like I'm missing just an obvious click. So let's look it up. It's a sorrowful moment, but this is what you gotta do rather than drag shit out forever. Let's see here. Music box, yeah, I did that. Okay. Yeah, I did all that. Okay, we're pretty far along. Mirror. Yes, teardrop. I got the teardrop. Oh, I was so close. Oh, I was so close. How does this make any sense? Teardrop on the statue of Mary. I've placed the glass tear in a hollow of the Virgin's cheek. It seems that it fits perfectly. Like, how? I don't know how I was supposed to know that, but in the eyes of a fervent devotee, it could look like a real tear, if only I could make it shine. Oh, our mother is crying? Oh my lord, what does it mean? What have I done? What have we done? So, yeah, it was just like a literal teardrop. I thought it was something, a term I didn't know about. Like, oh, this is a sewing term or something. It's a teardrop. I don't know. You must help me. What can I do? What's wrong with you? There's little time. I tell them about my pain. I describe the unbearable and endless pain, yet they do not listen. They pass me by without even looking at me. They say that they are praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. But, sir, I know, but I beseech you, you will be saving me from horrible torture. I will be eternally indebted to you. I understand. Your request is terribly hard for me. I guess I could find the courage to help you. I understand the magnitude of what I'm asking. God bless you, sir. Do not know how I can show my gratitude. What I need you to do is, without the nuns noticing, to try to get an amount of morphine enough so I can be embraced by the deepest of dreams, and that way stop the rhythm of my heart. The rhythm of my heart. Well, we know where there's a pile of morphine. Should have grabbed it when I first saw it, but here we are. Oh, you can double. Yoink. You can double click to fast travel like that. Insta travel. It's pretty good. I will kill this man. Oh no, he killed himself. There's a note on the bed. Baldwin lies, Baldwin lies. Okay. Did you really have to go to the next page just for a couple lines? Baldwin, huh? Let's stab him with the morphine. Noise is coming from inside the coffin. Time for the log. The log is too soft even to use it as a lever and open the coffin. Time for the coin. Time for the morphine. Time to get the shovel. Yeah, I'll be back, man. I gotta find Billy Baldwin. Take the walking stick, you ponce. Damn it. Baldwin, he's the real murderer here. He is Cthulhu. He is Great Cthulhu himself. Yeah, I'll be back, man. Just hold on. I'll give you your morphine. Hey! You. Oh, okay. Yeah, you get back to your work. I'm just gonna... What? Well, you wonder if there's something useful. Take it. Beat him over the head. Fuck. Yeah, okay, why does that... How do I get it? Distract him with the music box. It did not distract him. Okay, so somehow we have to get Mr. Baldwin away. That's not it. Thank you. Fuck. Okay, can we, like, drop something on his head? Will that work? Are you gonna do it? No, none of that makes any sense. None of this makes any sense. Unless I cause a flood, and then I have to tell him to go check it out. It's the only way. It's the only way. I don't think that's a winning strategy, I'll be honest. Take one of the towels and choke him with it. Damn it. maybe if we kill somebody else, he has to bury them. And then we'll get his toolbox. Here. Morphine. Damn it. Morphine on this little sick kid. Damn it! Come on! Get Walter White with this shit. Heisenberg with this shit. How am I supposed to distract Billy Baldwin? I need his hammer. Yeah, the lid is nailed shut. And I can't even talk to who's ever in there, but we know who's in there. I mean, if it's the guy that we were talking to, he wants to die anyways, so... mission accomplished. Seriously though, stab this dude with some morphine. Might be able to take a look if I keep him distracted. Here we go. Tell me about this place. Well, the construction of this building was ordered by an Episcopal Bishop of Aberdeen in 1805. Tell me about Mother Elizabeth. She's pretty strict, I can tell you that much, Mr. Devitt. I do not think she likes me very much either. I realize this guy should be, like, Scottish, but I'm not doing that again. Tell me about Aberdeen. It was a place where I was born and raised. One of the he's very, like, he's from the southern Scotland, I don't know. One of the biggest cities in Scotland. Boom! Fuck off, dude. Tool. Yeah. Yeah, he was. My God, it's a skeleton. The darkness of his eye! His body is petrified. He has a look of sheer terror in his eyes. Oh my God, but what has happened? Talk to me. Mother Elizabeth is trying to make him come to his senses. Only one thing can do that. Morphine. Oh wait, this is the mother. Oh, fuck off. Yes, we can do it. Oh, and Billy Baldwin made his quick escape. He knew he's been caught. Oh yeah, here we go. These are the papers on which Mother Elizabeth was working. Large, bright, and ornate key. William Nealon's, blah, blah, cause of death, cachexia. What? Scratch marks have been found in his stomach. What? Homer Moore, cause of death, pleuresia. Clear expression of terror on the patient's paralyzed face was found at the time of death. Evelyn Benzie, cause of death, marasmo. We found the patient dead, emaciated, and paleness in the body. What? None of the... Oh, these are real words. Theodore Hading, cause of death, typhoid fever. Patient suffered severe hallucinations minutes before death, screamed and shook until the opiates started to take effect. Lena Ashdown, cause of death, osteoarticular tuberculosis. During the autopsy, he found some strange black marks on his fingers. On his fingers? Lena? What? Claude Harris, cause of death unknown. He died while he was sleeping. Nora Dunstan, cause of death respiratory arrest. Notes blank. Ellen Blair, cause of death morphine overdose. Patient committed suicide. Notes patient did not seem to have depressive symptoms or suicidal tendencies. Well, great. Door's locked, my ass. Here we go. Don't look into his eyes. Oh, okay. Because the deepest darkness dwells in his eyes. Oh, okay. Come in, my son. Did you think you could hide these books from me? They're just classic philosophy books, Father. Plato and Aristotle. Silence. Instruments of falsehood, you mean. Fallacies coming from the snake. Now, son, get on your knees and raise your arms. Apologize to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. It is Latin. Malum in se. See, I don't speak Latin. Evil in itself. Strange eye-shaped symbol. Oh my god. What the fuck? Strange eye-shaped symbol. Eye of the bird. What does this mean? Oh my god. Lord, your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy nor forgiveness. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest. Ernest. It's been many years since I last heard that name. Since... Oh, I see. Father, I'm here to be able to remember. You have to help me, I beg you. Please, entreaties, petitions, praying, torment, exemption. Past times bring us just misfortune and pain. Father Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my old students, you say? It's only the Lord who teaches us. We all must follow his ordinances and disciplines. Get closer, son. Come pray next to me. Makeshift altars coated in a dense layer of wax. Candles, having almost burnt out, only barely illuminate the room. Creepy image of Christ crucified. Inexplicably, it has a dark cloth covering his head. He has a large burn covering his eyes. He's completely blind. Despite his decrepitude, extreme thinness, and paleness, I can still recognize Father Ernest. But he seems far away, like in another world. Get out of here. Glory be to the Father, and the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. Well, the wise quill feels like the wrong answer, because he's my philosophy nonsense. I'm gonna go with the sharp sword. Yes, that's it, my son. The Lord with the sharp sword transmits us his wisdom, his power, and his punishment. And now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his holy path, the wise virtue, the endless blame, or the blessed penance. This dude's nuts, so I'm gonna go with endless blame. Yes, that's it, my son. Nostra culpa infinita est, and always was and will. And now, my son, tell the Lord who are you, the faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman? Seaman. Yes, that's it, my son. We live lost in an endless ocean of sin and blame. Now leave me alone. I have to purify my soul. I don't know if those were all correct or if I just picked the right ones, but I didn't use no walkthrough for that, man. That's just all from my brain. I grew up around a lot of Christians, so I know how these people think. An old razor blade stained with blood. Blood! Dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is in my eyes. I will burn them for you. Okay, yeah, alright, okay, yeah. I know you were there. You didn't hear me. Get out of my room. Just poking around, dude. Despite being blind, he preserves good hearing. I must be more careful when moving. Oh, we actually do want to poke around. I got the razor. Oh, with razors, we can do all sorts of shit. This is a much longer episode. You get your money's worth. Although I paid like $5 for 8 episodes, so. Wouldn't be able to cut this so thick tapestry using just the razor. My hands wouldn't have enough strength. Lock. Using the wooden stump as a handle, you can use this to cut. Yes. Yes. Nice. Finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah Devitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We have been looking for you. As I was saying, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? My dear friends, it is Professor Glynn. Glynn? Is this like a common name in... Glynn? Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door of the classroom? I have believed convenient to borrow the key for our necessities. You already know, at 12 o'clock you will find that door open and I'll be inside the lounge. That is it, my dearest colleagues. Vidite ne qui sciat. Remember that in this furniture we used to keep some of our personal belongings. Now it is empty. Walls are in complete disarray. I could probably punch through it if I tried. Yeah, okay, dude. Jeremiah. Remember that this is the bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. And so sleep we shall. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest in a warm spring afternoon. You don't say? When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Oh, the red room. It's gonna get dirty. Oh. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, Dearest, why are you arguing in this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon? Mr. Wolf answered politely, What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up. Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, But I do not want to be eaten, I want to live. Look at this breadcrumb trail of notes. Yeah, in a horror game, that is definitely something that I will follow to the ends of the earth. To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, That is impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so? Mr. Vulture added, Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It is getting late, and as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us to decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest as the one to eat you? After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, I got it. Why not to organize a race? The first who arrives to the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacle, and I'm sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. What do you think? What do you think? The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and they quickly disappeared. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy, and proud of his cunning. But suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. Oh my god. That's pretty creepy. Well, see ya. An impossible love. There's something I kept to myself for a long time. And the thing is that I love you. I've always loved you. Since the first time I saw you, since the first time I felt your frozen hands. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I miss your rough hair, your grayish skin, your stench. But our love just cannot be. It is an impossible love. The end. Okay. Reminds me of a movie called, I think it's called Dead Girl. I want to say it's a very strange movie. I don't recommend it. It's about these two teenagers that sneak into this, like, asylum or hospital or abandoned, whatever. And they find this dead girl who isn't really dead, but she just looks dead, and she's immortal, but she's, like, restrained, and so they just, like, rape her a bunch, and then she, like, breaks out of her, and she's a zombie. She's a zombie, I guess, but she's, like, immortal. I don't know, it's really weird. Just, you know, it's something I watched when I was in my phase of I watched, like, any horror movie ever, and, it's just was such a weird plot that I'll never forget it, but I'll never watch it again. And I hope you don't either. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was all that about? In the nightmare, I found a place in my memories. Oh my god, this thing still isn't over? They mentioned, like, a thing in the classroom, probably under that big rug that was on the floor. I know there's a really long video, it just doesn't feel right to... I keep thinking it's about to be over. This is way longer than the first one. In my disturbing nightmare, I was brought to this spot. It's a trapdoor I saw in my nightmare. From here sprouts a horrible stench. There's something down there. Oh! Did you see? Did you see? It was there. Just in front of me. That thing. It was screaming. He shakes uncontrollably. His body racked with pain, and there's only one way to end his suffering. Morphine. Schnapp. Last breath. Rest in peace. Oh, achievement unlocked. Merciful. Stretchers used to carry the corpses here. Who is behind all this? Monsignor. He must have been dead at least a week, still bearing an expression of horror. Actually, it's probably Billy Baldwin, that fuck. The decayed corpse of a young woman. It seems as if she had been devoured by an animal. The walls are splattered with dried blood. Blood! Punctual as always, Devitt. Now all that remains is to introduce our guest. You may come in now, Professor. Father Ernest. Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat and we shall begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be open, and then may we finally see what lies beyond. Now, I ask that you close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. Even after all these years, I have not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember now what happened. What is that we saw? What? What is that we saw? What is that we saw? I don't know. It was a weird way to phrase it. The eye of the bird. Malum in say. I'm gonna go with say. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. In doing so, we shorn the veil that separated our world from his. In seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. It remembers us, it looks for us, it calls us from its dark nest, from its abominable lair. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has. Only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you. but I was seized by curiosity. It absconded with my faith and deprived me of sanity. O Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender. Surrender to Him. Gravely have we sinned, and now our only absolution is to burn in the flames. Malum. In. Say. I don't know if it's say. It's just, I'm questioning. Oh my god! Billy Baldwin coming out of nowhere and smashing me over the head with a hammer. Oh, nailing. Oh, I'm getting locked in a coffin. Of course. Why not just kill me and be done with it? But okay. Bury me alive. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm dead. I failed. Game over. The adventure continues in episode 3. Alrighty. Yeah, so that was a lot longer. I apologize. I did not know it would be more than double the length of the first one. I mean, we did wander around for a little bit, but still, it was very lengthy. Interesting stuff going on. There's a lot of course, insane babble talk, which is always fun to read. If they're going to continue to be this long or longer, then I will break up episodes into multiple videos, but I was hoping to avoid that. We'll see how it goes. But, alright, cool stuff so far. My name is Mangg. Gaming Watching has been The Last Door, and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.